Hello, Bitcoiners. Thank you very much. Hello. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you. Bitcoin is going to the moon, as we say. It's going to the moon.
Hello, Bitcoiners. Have you ever heard a prediction so wild that you couldn't help but think, that sounds too good to be true? Well, former President Donald Trump made a statement a few years back that seems to have aged like fine wine. In an unexpected moment, Trump addressed Bitcoin enthusiasts and boldly declared, "Bitcoin is going to go to the moon during my period." At the time, many wrote off his words as just another piece of political banter. But today, Bitcoin has just hit a massive milestone. For the first time ever, Bitcoin has hit $100,000, and Trump's words are sounding a whole lot more prophetic now. Now let's rewind for a moment. Back when Trump made that statement, Bitcoin was already starting to make waves. The cryptocurrency world was buzzing with potential, but it wasn't the mainstream sensation it is today. Still, Bitcoin had already captured the attention of tech-savvy investors and early adopters, and Trump, whether you love him or hate him, had a knack for making bold predictions. His comment about Bitcoin seemed almost out of place at the time, especially given the volatility of cryptocurrency. But now with Bitcoin surging to a $100,000 price tag, it's hard not to wonder, could Trump have been right after all? Bitcoin's rise to $100,000 didn't happen overnight. It has been a long and winding road full of ups and downs. From its humble beginnings as an obscure digital asset worth just a few dollars to the multi-billion-dollar market leader it is today, Bitcoin has been through a lot. There were moments of doubt. When Bitcoin dropped to below $4,000 in 2018, many thought it would never recover. Yet here we are in 2024, with Bitcoin now sitting comfortably at $100,000. So how did we get here? It's all about institutional adoption, increased demand, and the world's growing interest in decentralized finance. Bitcoin is not just a fad anymore. It's become a global store of value, and investors are now seeing it as a hedge against inflation and a safe haven asset. During Trump's time in office, we saw a rise in cryptocurrency awareness, especially among institutional investors. At first, many financial experts dismissed Bitcoin as a speculative asset or a bubble. However, over time, we've seen major institutions like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and even hedge funds begin to hold Bitcoin as part of their investment portfolios. These moves signaled that Bitcoin was no longer just for enthusiasts. It was becoming part of the mainstream financial world. While Trump was making his bold prediction, Bitcoin was building momentum. The global economic uncertainties, the rise of inflation fears, and the tightening of traditional monetary systems have all played a role in making Bitcoin an appealing option. So maybe Trump's period wasn't just about his time in office. It was also about the beginning of Bitcoin's mainstream acceptance. So what does Bitcoin reaching $100,000 actually mean? This milestone isn't just a number, it's a signal to the world that Bitcoin has arrived. First, it shows that digital currencies are no longer a fringe idea. They're becoming a mainstream financial asset. More importantly, it underscores the growing trust in decentralized assets, which can operate outside the control of traditional financial systems. Bitcoin is being recognized as a store of value, similar to gold, and as more people start adopting it, we may see other cryptocurrencies follow suit. But $100,000 is just the beginning. With increased institutional interest and global acceptance, the next few years could see even more impressive price growth. Could we see Bitcoin hitting $200,000, $500,000, or even higher? Well, it's certainly not out of the question. Now let's get back to Trump's prediction, Bitcoin going to the moon. It sounds crazy, right? But when you consider Bitcoin's current trajectory, it doesn't seem so far-fetched. With more financial institutions and corporations hopping on the Bitcoin bandwagon, we're seeing institutional investments that were once unheard of in the crypto space. This brings stability and liquidity to Bitcoin, making it more appealing to the general public. As adoption increases, we could see Bitcoin reach even higher milestones. While we don't know for sure where the top is, the reality is that Bitcoin has proven to be resilient, and that's something we can't ignore. So where do we go from here? With Bitcoin hitting $100,000, many are wondering, is this the beginning of a new chapter? The answer is likely yes. Bitcoin's upward momentum isn't just driven by retail investors. Institutions, governments, and big players are starting to take the asset seriously. As more and more people wake up to the power of decentralized money, the possibilities are endless. Could Bitcoin reach $200,000 or even $500,000 in the next few years? Experts are divided, but one thing is certain: Bitcoin is on a trajectory that's making history. So, was Trump right when he said Bitcoin would go to the moon? Well, in hindsight, it's starting to look like he might have been more on the mark than anyone expected. Whether you agree with Trump or not, it's clear that Bitcoin's journey is far from over, and we could be just getting started. What do you think? Will Bitcoin continue to rise, or is this the peak? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends so we can keep the conversation going. One thing's for sure, we're living through some of the most exciting times in the world of cryptocurrency. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll dive even deeper into the future of cryptocurrencies and how they're shaping the financial world.